Okay, hi students. Firstly, I welcome you all to this class. Today we are going to study about a particular topic called linear equation in one variable. So what is meant by linear equation in one variable? So that's what we are going to study today. So first, let me just write here linear equation. So when we see this name, when we see these two words, we can extract the meaning. The first word linear and the second word equation. So equation which is linear. So first let us understand what is equation first. Equation means it is a statement of equality which contains one or more variables. Statement of equality. So let me just tell here, what is this? This is the product of 2 and x, and I'm adding here 3, and now we get here 10. So it is a statement. What statement? I'm telling that the product of 2 and x plus 3 gives 10. So in this statement we find one equality here. What is that? We are talking about this equality sign, that's called equality. And here at least one variable is contained in this equation. Here the variable is x. So this is a simple, it's an equation. So even I can write here twice y plus x is 7. This is also a statement of equality. The sum of twice y and x give 7. In this equation we find here one equality here. So these are all equations, but particularly in this chapter we are going to emphasize on linear. Linear means the highest power of the variable should be 1. That's called linear. So the first one also linear, second also linear, but this is all about in one variable. Even though these two equations are linear equations, the first equation contains only one variable, that is x. But in the second equation we find here two variables, x and y. That means the second one is linear equation in how many variables? 2 variables. But the first one is linear equation in one variable. Linear equation in one variable. So in the whole chapter we are going to study about linear equation in one variable. So let me repeat once. In that equation you should find only one type of variable, and the highest power of the variable should be 1. Then the equation is what we call linear equation in one variable. So let me just wrap this part now, and I'll give you here one equation here. X plus 2 is 5. In the equation, the part of the equation that exists, that lies to the left hand side of this equality. This is the equality sign. The part of the equation that exists to the left hand side of the equality. That means this x plus 2 is what you call left hand side. And the part of the equation that lies to the right hand side of the equality, that is what you call right hand side. Here this is right hand side. So after this, let me come to root or solution. Let us understand this word. What is the meaning? So please look at here at this equation. On the left hand side there is x plus 2. Now let me just replace the value of x as 1. So I replace here 1, then I'm getting here 3. I replace the value of x as 1, and next again I replace the value of x as 2. So I will get here 4 on the left hand side, and again on the left hand side I replace the value of x as 3. Then 3 plus 2, I'm getting here 5. Now let us observe the value of the left hand side. When I replace the value of x as 1, when here x is 1, I get the value as 3. When x is 2, the left hand side gives how much? 4. When the value of x is 3, the value of left hand side is 5. But you please look at here once. What is there on the right hand side? There is 5. That means when x is 1, left hand side is not equal to right hand side. And when x is 2, left hand side is not again equal to right hand side. But at the last, when I replace the value of x as 3, the value of left hand side and right hand side are equal. So now left hand side is 5. Even on the right hand side there is 5. That means left hand side is equal to right hand side. That means this x equal to 3 satisfies the equation. That means this x equal to 3 is called root, or we call it solution. But here this 1 is not the solution of this equation. Why? When I replace the value of this x equal to 1 in the equation, left hand side and right hand side are not equal. But I can tell here clearly x equal to 3 is the root or is the solution of this equation. Why? When I replace the value of x in the equation, left hand side and right hand side are equal. That means x equal to 3 satisfies the equation. That means x is the solution of the equation. I hope you have learned the meaning of linear equation. How is it? Then you have learned even root. And now there is one question now. For a linear equation in one variable, how many solutions will be there? You will find only one solution. Don't forget, you will find how many solutions? You will find only one solution. See, in this particular equation, you take different values of x, replace it and check. Except this, in the other cases, you will never find left hand side and right hand side equal. So now I'll tell you some rules of solving the equations. Let me write here one equation now. X plus 3 equal to 5. In this equation, how many terms are here? We find here 3 terms. 1, 2, 3. 2 of the terms are on the left hand side, and the one term is on the right hand side. So if any one of the terms move from one side to another side, then the sign of that particular term will be changed. So I'll give the example here. If this 3 goes to the other side, now the sign of 3 is positive. If this term goes to the other side, now it will be changed into negative. Now I'm going to write here x equal to 5 minus 3. Now this positive changes into negative. Next, second, x minus 2 is 7. If we bring this minus 2 to the other side, then it will be coming in this way. Minus 2 will be changed into plus 2. Now plus into minus, minus into plus, plus into minus, minus into plus. And I'll give you one more rule now. I'm writing here twice x is 8. What operation is there between 2 and x? Multiplication. Now here 2 is multiplying with x. 2 multiplies with x. So when these 2 goes to the other side, now here multiplying, but once it moves to the other side, these 2 will be dividing 8. So 8 divided by 2. That means multiplication changes to division. And next, y divided by 4 equals 16. So here 4 is dividing y. So when 4 goes to the other side, this 4 will be multiplying here to 16. So division converts into multiplication. So division will be converted into what? Multiplication. So please do not forget, these are some of the basic rules that you are going to follow very frequently in solving the linear equation in one variable. So now we'll solve here 1-2 questions now. First question, I'm writing here minus 32 plus x is 70. So now I'll just start the solution now. I want to find the value of x, so I will try to keep x alone to any one of the sides. So now this x is on the left hand side, so let me just write here x. This equal to, it will be here, then here 70. Now I want to bring this minus 32 to the other side. So what will happen now? The sign negative will be changed into positive. So when minus 32 comes to the right hand side, it will be coming as positive 32. So here x is what? 70 plus 32, 102. Now the value of x is 102. So I will not write here because the space available is very less. And I'll give you one question now. Twice x plus 3 equal to, let me just say here 7. On the left hand side we find here twice x plus 3, and on the right hand side there is 7. So now here I want to find the value of x. So try to keep the term having x alone separately. So I'll keep this twice x on the left hand side, and now this positive 3 I'll send to the other side. Now it will be coming as negative 2. Sorry, it will be 3. Then here next equal to, here 7 minus 3, there is 4. Now remember, 2 is multiplying with x. So when these 2 goes to the other side, these 2 will be dividing this 4. So now 2 will be coming down here, so that 2 are 4. So the value of x is how much? 2. So let us see some more questions now. I will wrap these 2 questions. Now let me write here a different design of question now. Here x by 2 plus 3 equal to 11 by 2. We can solve this in different ways. Let me just tell you before we solve. First, I can send this 3 to the other side, or else without sending, I can take the LCM of these 2 terms and then start the process. Okay, so first let me take the LCM, lowest common multiple. So for the first term, the denominator is 2, but for the second term, the denominator will be 1. 3 means it can be written as 3 divided by 1. So the denominator will be 1. So if you take LCM for 2 and 1, you will get here 2. So here x plus 6, then here 11 divided by 2. We actually can cancel these 2 and 2, but I'll not do that because it's just the beginning for you. Now we'll do like this. This 2 is dividing this x plus 6. So when this 2 goes the other side, definitely we will multiply because division will change into multiplication. Same as that, even these 2, if it comes to this side, then 2 will multiply this x plus 6. Okay, so now these 2 will multiply to x plus 6. This 2 is this one, and then these 2 will multiply with 11. So 2 into 11. So now we will multiply this binomial x plus 6 by 2. 2 into x, twice x. 2 into 6, 12. 2 into 11, 22. So now I want to find the value of x. That's why let us keep the term having x alone. So I'll keep this twice x here. Then here 22. Positive 12 plus 12 goes the other side, it becomes negative 12. Then here x. 22 minus 12 will get here how much? 10. And now these 2 will come down here. 2 into 5, 10. So the value of x will be 5.